Are you ready for a good time? Then get ready for the BlackCat. Where do these songs come from? I don't know. Welcome to your Vape at 5. I am your host. I'm BlackCat. Today I have a review for you. A review, you know. When I hear TenaciousTXVapes and I hear Stan is getting ready to put out a new Mech, I get pretty excited. You know his products, you know what he has already put out to the market. He's got the Dreamer, he's got the Ardent, obviously, the RDA, which is absolutely fantastic. He's got the Keen, which I rated as excellent, one of my favorite mods of this year, if not my favorite 21700 mod of this year. He put out the Notion, which is a mouth-to-lung, something new, something interesting, a little mouth-to-lung type. Uses a 1350, or I can't remember, uses a smaller battery, 21350, I believe, or 2350 type battery, 18350. And now he is teamed with Unicorn Mods to put out the Tenacious Unicorn Mech mod. This is a 21700. 2700 or 18650 mechanical mod, and the very special, unbelievable thing about it is fit exactly for the Ardent and will work in hybrid mode. So as you can see it here, I have it in hybrid mode for the Ardent. Screws right down on top of that battery and works like an absolute charm. There are some upgrades, there are some things about this mod we're going to talk about today that really set it apart from anything else on the market in this price range. The cap here is an Ardent cap made by Unicorn Mods to match your Tenacious Unicorn, and it comes in some really, really interesting, cool, vibrant colors as well. I got the limited edition pink, almost kind of like a rose gold, but it comes in green and blue, and I believe they're going to do a black, purple, all kinds of different colors for this mod. So without further ado, let's take it down to the table. I'll show you some of the things that you get with this mod. Then we'll show you the mod, obviously. Then I'll bring you back up top, and we will talk about the Tenacious Unicorn Mech mod. Let's go down. I really wish I could do something about that light. I'm gonna have to do something about that when I do reviews, because what it does is it blinds it out so you can't see the color. It works really good on some things and really, really poorly on others. And unfortunately, this is one of the things that works poorly on. So let's take it down the table here. We'll take a look at the box that you will receive with this mod. Tenacious TX logo there on top. This is a constant contact mechanical mod designed by Stan. Color indication here, that is pink. You can't really tell in the color here, but that is actually a pink dot. TenaciousTXVapes on the side here indicates the different types of battery, 21700, 2700, and 18650. Nothing really else on here. Unicorn incorporated on the side. And then on the back, let's take a look at the back here. So let me dial that in for you so you can see it. Yep, there we go. All right, so constant contact mechanical mod with zero arcing. It has a 27 and 26 millimeter body. It's 27 at the top. It is actually brass. Now, it can fool you because the Ardent is stainless steel, at least the one that I had, but the actual mod is brass. It has an inner Ultim lining or Delrin lining inside the mod to protect from arcing and battery issues. 21700, 2700, 18650, 30T recommended, which is what I used on it during the testing phase. Content, so you get a constant contact mechanical mod, a solid silver contact. I will show that to you in a second and explain what that is. An extra spring, which are Cerakoted, which basically the Cerakoted spring takes all connectivity out of it, and they Cerakoted the exact color of your mod. There's two of those in the box. So you get one in the mod and then an extra one in the box, which is a really, really nice touch. 18650 adapter, just a little piece of Delrin that you put around your battery. Solid silver 510 pin for the Ardent, that's what I was talking about. And the top cap Ardent RDA, which matches your mod. Here's a little warning. I think this just goes without saying, and I'll mention this when we bring it back up top. This is a hybrid mech mod. This is not for a beginner. This is intended for someone who has experience with mechanical mods, has experience with hybrid mechanical mods, and knows everything there is to know about battery safety, taking care of your batteries, rewrapping when they're damaged, making sure there's no damage or anything to the mod or to the contact. This is somebody who should use this. Is intended for someone who knows exactly what they're doing. And if you're going to use it in hybrid configuration, you have to know what you're doing, because there's a very, very good chance if you don't know what you're doing, you could hard short it. And if you do that, you're going to have some major, major problems on your hand. Inside the box here, so just some basic stuff. Now, the first thing I want to show you, this is the solid silver contact for the Ardent. This goes underneath and makes contact with your battery. I do not have it installed on mine. I still have the brass contact, which is working nicely. I did not put it in and did not use it because I'm actually going to be giving this one away to Miss Jane when I'm done. So I didn't want to use that. Here is the cap. So when you put it in hybrid mode, you're going to get rid of this cap. And you're just going to put it back in the box, but you actually don't need it. But if you wanted to use a different RDA with this, you certainly could. It's going to need to be about 26.5, 27 millimeters to fit on here comfortably and to have no overhang or no underhang. I had a 25 on it at one point. It looked a little short, so you're going to need something 26, 27 in order to make it match. That is the top. And then here's the battery insulator we talked about. Here is the spring, if I can get it out of here. So it's a Cerakoted spring. Let me grab my tweezers so I can pull that out. Let's just use these. This should work. I don't want to damage it here, but I want to be able to grab it out so I can show you guys. There we go. All right, so here's the extra spring that you get. Again, it's Cerakoted in the color of the mod that you have. And it being Cerakoted means there's absolutely no chance of any type of resistance or anything of it. It is 100% non-conductive. So very, very nice touch to add that with the mod. So a really nice little velvet case here. You keep everything in, slides together real nicely. And it's something that you can keep, put the mod back in when you're not using it. Just a really, really nice touch. Here is the Ardent, or excuse me, here is the Unicorn by Tenacious. So on the, you see a little bit of engraving around here. It has the unicorn with Tenacious around the mod very nicely. I have number 35 in the limited pink. So this is a really, really cool one to have. Ardent cap there matches absolutely perfectly. No color difference at all. Fits perfectly on your Ardent, and they give you this clear cap, which is our clear drip tip, which is really nice as well. 810 drip tip. First thing you'll notice here, or first thing I noticed, look how large the venting holes are. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, I believe, venting holes around the top. I would place the battery towards the top, even if you weren't in hybrid mode. In hybrid mode, of course, you're going to put it towards the top. But even if you don't run it in hybrid mode and you just run it with a regular RDA on it, place the battery towards the top, towards your venting holes. The venting holes are really nice and big, so in case you did have something happen, you would be safe in that aspect. Again, take a look at the engraving. Got the unicorn there. Says Tenacious on it, and really, really flashy and nice. Not overly done on the bottom here. Just says Tenacious around the bottom. And then your serial number. So take the cap off here. We'll take a look inside the cap. So cap is stainless steel, and it will match your regular Ardent cap. This is a really, really nice cap. Same thing as a regular Ardent, nothing different. Vapes really, really well. Has these 10 large air holes on either side. With a hot build, a 21700 battery, you're going to want all that airflow. I left mine completely open the entire time I vaped it. But it's a nice thick cap. Good consistency to it. Feels good, feels nice and sturdy, and a good looking. I love that it's the same color. I think that's such a nice touch that they throw in this cap with the RDA or with the Mech mod instead of making you buy another one. Very, very nice touch. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take that off and I'll show you. So for your Ardent, if you look here, here is my copper contact right there. So to replace that and put in the silver contact, you're just going to open this up. Now, to open this or take this off, you're going to unscrew it clockwise. So you screw it in counterclockwise and you unscrew it clockwise. The reason you do that is because when you screw it on the mod, you don't want to unscrew it. And that's what would happen when you screw this down on the battery. So he reverse threaded it. Negative pin is there. But you take this part out, there's going to be an insulator and an O-ring. You're just going to replace those two onto the silver contact and put it in there. Do not do this unless you know what you are doing. I beg you not to do it unless you know what you are doing. Do not feel apprehensive or embarrassed to ask someone for help. Reach out and make sure you are doing it correctly, because if you don't, and you hard short this thing, you could end up venting your battery, or even worse, blowing the teeth out of your face. So do not do that. You are warned. All right, 21700 30T fits absolutely perfect in there. No battery rattle at all. You'll see there, and the reason why it looks like there's a little gap in there, there's not. There's a Delrin insulator inside of here that is inside the mod. You can see it's brass. Really, really nice threading though. Let's bring you down and get a little bit better look at that. Really nice, smooth threading by Unicorn. Their mods are always very well done. And then inside of there, this black is the Delrin insulator. It goes all the way down to, and you can't really see it. Let me brighten it up. Maybe you will be able to. In the bottom there is a solid contact. Solid silver contact at the bottom. All right, so here's the tube. Tube has nice weight to it. And again, really, really cool looking. So here's the constant contact switch. Again, there's that solid silver pin. You've got Ultim insert surrounding it, and then the brass around the outside. Good weight to it. You can tell there's a lot to it. If you open this up here, the bottom, this is where you're going to see the solid silver clutch system. And I don't want to touch it because it is lubed up, and I don't want to get any of that off of there. But here is your solid silver clutch system. And again, it is a solid silver piece. This mod has $70 worth of silver in it. So that, if you want to know why it is adjusted now, it looks kind of greasy and stuff. That is actually, I forget what that grease is called, but you don't want to lose that. You want to leave that on there for the clutch system. Inside here is where you're going to see the Cerakoted spring that matches your mod. Good resistance on it, but the button is nice and smooth. And here is your solid silver contact inside of there. Let me tune that in just a bit so you can get a better side of it. There you go. That's your solid, and then there is the Ultim insert surrounding it. Again, look at the threading on it is nice and smooth. And again, there's good weight to this. I mean, it's a heavy switch. I'm going to show you the action on it. So let's just put it back together. Super easy to put back together. Just going to set it back in there, screw that back in. And I'll show you the action on it. So how constant contact works is this is always connected to your battery, basically keeping it from arcing or any kind of voltage loss. And if you can see that there, how smooth that is. Beautifully smooth. Brass button on the bottom here. Says Tenacious with the unicorn symbol. Surrounded by that pink. It looks super, super sexy. Around here again. I've got a little nick on it. I just noticed that. I'm not sure how I did that, but I'm very disappointed in myself, and I'm sure that Jane will be equally disappointed. But number 35 there, that's pretty cool. So you'll see brass and silver, basically, and then, of course, that white Ultim there. All right, let's put it back together here. So first thing we're going to do is just screw the bottom in here. Don't screw it in all the way. Leave it out about like this, just a little trick. You want to leave it open a little bit. Put your battery in. Then put your hybrid piece on top. Screw it in so it's seated nice. Now go ahead and screw your battery all the way, or your contact all the way in. Until it's nice and tight. There we go. All right, so one last look here, and then we'll bring it back up top. and we will talk about the Tenacious Unicorn. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous mod. All right, I want to vape off this thing. So let's lube this thing up with some Mont Blanc, and let's get to vaping and see how this works out. I'll tell you, I squonk now, but I'm still a dripper. I love to drip. I love to drip. I think that's the best way to vape, honestly. All right, let's take a couple pulls off this thing. 21700. This is just off of the charger. I put it on the charger before I left for work today. Took it off, put it in the mod so I could get a full hit. This build is around 0.1. Nothing too crazy. So it's with the 21700 battery. You if you're experienced, you can go under 0.1. Not tremendously under 0.1, but it does give you a little bit more play than an 18650. I don't suggest that you do, but this build is at 0.1, so I'll just show you what this looks like. You open up the airflow. There we go. The green screen doesn't do it justice. Nice, big, flavorful clouds is what you get. What the performance from this battery, or excuse me, the button on it is silky, silky smooth. Every time, and I mentioned this in the beginning, every time I hear that Stan is coming out with a product, I get excited. Stan's products are exceptional with exceptional attention to detail, great functionality, and great extras. Part of the extras with this, and some of the biggest positives for me, as somebody who looks at the value of a product, that's kind of how I review things. But one of the biggest things for me as far as the value with this is all the silver you're getting with it. You're not getting silver plated. You're getting solid silver clutch system, solid silver pin for your ardent, and solid silver contacts. The performance side of that is excellent. It's going to drop your resistance of the actual mod. Even though this is brass, it performs like it is copper. So, I mean, you're going to have that. The Cerakote on it is extremely well done. There is a nick on here. I don't know if I dropped it or if it fell over. And the color and everything on it is beautiful. The engraving on it is beautiful as well. It looks fantastic. Fits really well. It's 120 millimeters from the button all the way up to the top of the cap, not including the drip tip. And it is 27 to 26 millimeters in diameter. So fits really, really well in your hand, just like that, which is perfect for a Mech mod. Let's go over the negatives and the positives for this. And I'll start with the negative. And this is something that I can't stress enough. I'm going to mark it as a negative because it is something that needs to be said. This is a hybrid Mech mod. This is not for a beginner. This is for somebody that's had experience, again, in battery safety, knows it like the back of their hand, also with using hybrid Mech mods. And if you have not done either of those, or you're questionable on either of those, this device is not for you. This device is for somebody who has experience with Mech mods. No ifs, ands, or buts. That is not really a negative, but that is a reminder, and it is a negative in a sense, that it limits the market that should be shopping for this mechanical mod. If you want a mechanical mod you can start out with, contact me directly and we'll look at one with a regular 510 on it and something that's not hybrid. We'll look at something that has a 510 on it and you can shop for those. The positives of this mod, and there are quite a few. I really enjoyed testing it. I'm going to be sorry to see it go, because this is one that I would use constantly. The look of it, I'm not a flashy guy. So if you're not a flashy guy and you think this may be a little bit overwhelming for you, don't think that, because you really shouldn't. It is very subtly flashy. The color on it is unique. The design on it is subtle and fun, and it looks great. I look at it like, that is a really, really looking mod. When I first saw the two prototypes that he had pink and he had blue, like a turquoise blue. And I was like, I really want that pink one. Now, normally I would go with blue just because it's a safer color, and blue, is more of a guy color, where pink is more of a girl color traditionally. But I really wanted the pink one. I was just like, that is super sexy, and I really want the pink one, which he was kind enough to send me. The look of it is just, with that ardent cap on top and everything matchy-matchy, you could throw like a black drip tip or something on here to really dress it up and make it look nice and accentuate the look of it. Yeah, everything about it's just it's really subtly flashy, and I really appreciate that and like the look. The Cerakote on it is beautiful, extremely well done, which is nice. The machining of it, another positive, very well done. All the threading on it is silky smooth. The constant contact switch is put together beautifully, nice and heavy, got good weight to it. Very well done. The cap of the Ardent looked great, very well done. And the inner lining there with that Delrin insulator, just a really nice touch that he added for a little bit of extra safety. The silver, $70 worth of silver in here, guys. $70. So if we get into some kind of like Holocaust type thing, not Holocaust, but some kind of apocalypse, then you've got $70 worth of silver in here. Like, you know, you could be the top of the food chain in your area with this. I'm just kidding. But $70 of silver. That's going to adjust the price a little bit, but the price is not overwhelmingly high for $70 worth of silver right off the top. So that is basically $70 worth of silver is not arguable. You could cut the silver out of this and sell it for $70. So that is something that you really can't argue with when it comes to the price of this mod. Their performance. It performs beautifully. The switch on it is really nice and smooth. The power, the performance, depending on the build you put in it, you could put a little bit higher ohm build in it and get a nice smooth, or you could drop the ohms a little bit on it, staying in a safe range and still get a nice powerful vape. But if you don't want a super hot vape, the Ardent kind of is accustomed to that because the Ardent has a nice open, wide airflow, lots of air coming into it. So you're not going to get overwhelmed with it being too hot, and it will still give you a lot of flavor and a lot of vapor. The Ardent cap. So this cap, and this is just another extra that Stan throws in that I really like. He gives you this beautiful Ardent cap to go on top of the Ardent that matches, although you already have one if you have an Ardent. So you could, you know, he could have just said, well, it's hybrid with the Ardent and you can do it. But he goes the extra mile and he makes an Ardent cap that matches, 100% matches the mod. Not off at all in color. It is a perfect, absolutely perfect match to the mod. And just a really beautiful touch. The attention to detail goes down to the spring. The spring is Cerakoted. I've never seen that before. The spring is Cerakoted, basically taking all conductivity away from it. You get as much power from this mod as you're going to get from any other mech mod on the market. With it in hybrid mode, you're getting the full blast of that 21700, the full blast. How does it compare hit-wise to, say, his other creation, the Keen? It's pretty equal. It's pretty equal to the Keen. I really like the Keen. I would give the slight edge to this, but not by much. But again, the performance of it is absolutely fantastic. If I were to rate this mech mod on a scale of poor, meaning it will hurt you, all the way to excellent, I give it an excellent rating. If you are a mechanical mod lover, then this is one that you're going to have to put in your collection. If you are a 21700 lover, this is a mech mod you're going to have to put in your collection. Under the pretense that you are experienced and you know exactly what you're doing with hybrid mech mods, this is one that you're going to want to get. Get something fun. Get one of the fun colors. Get the pink one. I don't know. It's limited, though, so the pink ones are going to be gone. He's got green, and he's got blue right now, but there's black, and I believe there's purple and stuff like that are going to be coming soon also. What is the price? So here is something that you're going to have to consider. Typically, Stan's mech mods have been in the low 100s to under $100 range. That is a hell of a value, and anybody who has a Keen or has a Dreamer or has the Notion will say it is an extremely great value for the price. This one is not in that price range, and the silver is the reason why it's not in the price range. He has $70 worth of silver in here. It is on his website today for $179. So minus away the $70 in silver, it's $109, which puts it right at the Dreamer with the Cerakoted Dreamer or the Cerakoted Keen price range, 109, 110, and actually a little bit below what I believe the Cerakoted Dreamer and Keen are. So, and with that, you're getting the Ardent cap and you're getting the silver contact. So $179 I feel is a very reasonable value. I factor that into the rating that I marked it as excellent. So this is something that I definitely think you should go out and pick out. Now, I'm going to end the review and I'm going to move into the second part of the show, which is going to be me gabbing for about a half hour before we get out of here. So if all you were interested in is the review, that part of this episode is over. And we will just be sitting and bullshitting with the chat. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, throw me a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I do this 4 times a week. On Friday, we had the Vape Hot Tub. Last week, we had Mike Vapes. And the week before that, we had Heavy and Johnny Drift. Stan the week before that. So we have great guests on the Hot Tub, Charlie and I do. Mondays are we go over some great coil builders, the best. And then Tuesday is Nick Devine and I. Sometimes we do recovery as well. So any of those things are of interest to you. And if you like vaping and like the vape lifestyle and gear and learning about new products, then I really hope you'll subscribe, become part of the Black Cat fam. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate and love each and every one of you. Now, subtle transition into the next part of the show, which is just me reading chat and bullshitting. Let's say hi to everybody. Let's say hi. I got a good crowd here today. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Thank you, guys. Let's say hi to all. Oh, but it doesn't give me everybody. Only gives me like 15 names. There's 55 people here. Addy Tooney, what's up, Addy? How are you, brother? Great to see you, man. Super glad you are here, sir. Never leave home. Where is it? It's right here. Never leave home without my Addy Tooney RTA. Never leave home without it. It's right there. Always sitting. My K-Fun, never leave home without it. Big Red, what's up, Big Red? How are you, man? Great to see you, sir. Super glad you are here. Black Cat White Face, that's me. I'm in a great mood. I was a little shell-shocked yesterday. And I apologized to Nick after we got done. I was just tired. And we stopped the show a little early. 100% on me, not on him at all. I really just didn't emotionally feel like I could do any. We did the yesterday was a fantastic day for Ohio in the respect that we had the VTA, the Vapors Trade Association, had a rally at the front of the State House. About 350, 400 people showed up, if not more, and it was a beautiful thing. A lot of ex-smokers coming together for, to support the industry. I was lucky enough to be there. There's a video of it on my channel. A little bit of sounds a little choppy at the beginning, which I apologize for. I did it from my phone. But if you get a chance to watch it, take a look, see what Ohio's doing. Later in the day, DeWine had a press conference, and he is 100% against flavors, and he does believe that flavors entice children into becoming lifelong addicts of nicotine. It's hard to argue it. It is. It's hard to argue it. The kid angle is unbreakable. It's unbeatable. You can't beat the kid angle, and it's hard to argue it. Whether you'll change people's minds or not, I don't know. But he didn't ban it, and he's leaving it to House Bill 346, which I believe is going through the gentleman who put it in. Tom Patton, I believe is his name. It's a state senator for Ohio, or state representative from Ohio. I believe he's up near Cuyahoga Falls, which is North Ohio. Anyway, he put the bill through, so we'll see how much traction that gets and if it gets passed. If it gets to DeWine, it's getting signed, and we'll ban all flavors in the state of Ohio, and it will close hundreds of businesses and cost thousands of jobs. Not only that, it will cause smokers to go back to cigarettes, but the most important thing is it will stop smokers' access to flavors to quit cigarettes. And that is the biggest thing that we have to fight for, not for us, but for the future smokers that have not yet found the miracle that we found. And that's really the important part here. So contact your congressman, contact Ohio Congress, and talk to them. Please, if you can, do so and ask them to not vote for House Bill 346. Cal's Irons, what's up, Cal's? Man with $1 million. Well, great to see you, sir. Glad you are here. Charles McLaren. He's a Baron. What's up, brother? How you doing? Great to see you, Charles. Glad you're here. Dan the man. What's up, Dan? Haven't seen you in a little bit, man. Good to see you. Glad you are here, my friend. Dane Bentley. What's up, Dane? How are you, sir? Great to see you, man. Always see you in chats. It's always really, really a pleasure to see you. Thanks for joining, man. Evie. What's up, Evie Vapes? How you doing, man? New. Brand new. I got choked up, Evie. Let me have a drink of water. Can I have a drink of water? You mind? Just a little sip. That was nice. Nice and refreshing. Evie Vapes, the newest member of the Blackcatfam, joined the Patreon yesterday. It's a great time to join the Patreon if you're so desire to join it. It's a lot of fun. It's $5. We got all kinds of things. I'm going for the patrons. You're going to get a special deal on these. Okay, so I got a special deal coming for the patrons. I'll announce that later this week. I'm working with Trevor from Unicorn Mods directly, and I'll have that for you guys where we can get these in your hands for maybe even, well, I won't tell you. I can't tell you, but it'll be a super secret deal for the patrons. Good to see you. Be glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Frank Einstein, what's up, Frankie? How you doing, brother? Great to see you, man. Running the chat like always. Great to see you, sir. Super glad you're here. Mr. Bull, what's up, Bull? How you doing, brother? Great to see you, man. Super duper glad you are here, sir. Ian Thomas, what's up, Ian? How you doing, man? Great to see you, sir. As always, glad you are here. Jeff Lawson, what's up, Jeff Lawson? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here, Jeff. Thanks for joining, man. Joseph Sarah, my man. What's up, Joseph? How you doing, brother? Great to see you, sir. Hope everything is going well, and I'm glad you are here. Kip Drippers. What's up, Kip? How you doing, man? Great to see you. I love that name, Kip. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here, brother. Leo Barry. What's up, Leo? How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. Glad you are here, my friend. Spark Live. What's up, Giz? How you doing, man? Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're awesome. Guys, and I truly mean that. I love you, and I'm glad you're here, glad you're watching, and I hope everything is going fantastic with you, sir. Steven Sard, what's up, Steven? How you doing, man? I don't know if I've seen you here before, but you got a Vape I Vote. Brother, I do too, and we got to keep fighting, man. Thank you for joining, and glad to have you here and fighting with me for our rights. Stephen Aiken. What's up, Stephen? Aiken for Bacon. How you doing, Stephen? Great to see you, man. So, do you see who's Stephen? Do you see who's here? I see somebody here. TenaciousTXVapes's. There he is! Man of the hour. The tower of power, the creator of this little gem. The Tenacious Unicorn. Stan! How was the review? Fantastic, wasn't it? Best review you've ever seen? Well, I know. It's what I do. I'm the self-proclaimed best YouTuber on the YouTube stand. I didn't know if you knew that. Listen. Now, there's no numbers that verify this. Now he's still here. I thought he left. I saw the thing. I was like, I think Sam just left. He's like, fuck this. No, there's no numbers that back this up, that I'm the greatest YouTuber on the YouTubes. No, it's not by views. It's not by likes. Not by watch time. Not by subscribers. Just, I say that I'm the greatest YouTuber, and therefore I am. It's like saying you're the greatest rapper. It's the same thing. You say you're the greatest rapper, automatically you're the greatest rapper in the world as well. I'm the greatest YouTuber in the world. Glad you're here, Stan. Thanks for joining. Jane Dodd! Jane snuck in. Jane, here she is. Want me to leave that build in here? I've got 3-core 27-gauge aliens in there. Want me to leave that in? You probably want vape those. You probably want something more prissy, more prudy, don't you? You're kind of prudy with your vape. I know you want that. Did you see the green one, Jane? Did you see the green one? That's right up your fucking alley. A little bit darker green than you like, but I saw it. I thought of you. Thanks for joining, Jane. Stan, love you, man. Thank you for joining, brother. Texas Cloud Town, what's up, my man? How you doing? Texas Cloud Town has a YouTube channel. It's absolutely fantastic. Talks to advocacy, lots of jokes and fun. Great guests. Make sure, if you're not subscribed to Texas Cloud Town, that you do subscribe immediately post-haste. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here, brother. Todd Black. What's up, Todd? How you doing, man? Great to see you, dude. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope I can catch up with you soon, man. Glad you are here, sir. Good to see you. Hey, my girl. Tracy! What's up, Tracy? Good to see you, honey. Let's go back here. Thank you for joining, Tracy. Always, always, always good to see you. Who did I miss? Let's see here. Dan073. Great to see you. Hello from Sweden, man. Much love back to you. Good to see you, man. Glad you are here, sir. Thank you for joining, Dan. New Wave Dave, what's up, New Wave Dave? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. Miss anybody else? Nope. That looks like that's about it. Anybody? Is Clint here? I didn't see Clint. Clint, how'd I miss you, Clint? I don't know how I miss you. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Great to see you, man. Good talking to you today. All right. Vape mail videos are great. Matt Gunther, there he is, winner. He won yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Day before. Matt Gunther is our big winner. He won some grill hamster coils, man. Congratulations. This is going on Saturday. Mark! There he is. I met Mark Loomis there. I met Mark yesterday at the... Made me feel so good. It's so kind. Like, you made me feel so good, dude. He, like, walked up to me. He's like, hey! He's like, BlackCat. I'm like, hey, man, what's up? He's like, I'm Mark. I was like, yeah. I knew who he was because I'd been speaking to him over the Instagrams. And he's like, dude, I love your show. I love you, man. I think you're great. I was like, dude, that's like the coolest thing ever. Like, get it. You know, it's kind of weird, like, because it's kind of weird getting noticed by, you know, like people watch you and you don't really, you know, it's like kind of like weird for me. Like, I don't, but like to get admiration for people that actually like watching it and like maybe entertains them for a little bit. I appreciate that, Mark. I really, really do, man. I love you too, brother. That was like, it's really cool getting to see you and talk to you a little bit. We didn't get to talk a whole lot because right when you walked up, it's when the show, not the show, but when they started talking. And I saw that microphone and my mouth started watering. I wanted to get up there and talk on the microphone so badly, but I didn't know anybody. I just went up there and be like, hey, I'm BlackCat. They'd probably booed me off. No, not when I started talking. They'd be like, this guy's awesome. No, they wouldn't have. But I like saw the microphone. I started getting a twitch. So I wanted to go up there and grab the microphone and start talking. It would have been awful. I know, yeah. But that's what I thought. Good to see you, Mark. Glad you're here. I don't know why I talked about that. Everybody's still saying hi to everybody else in chat. Talk to me, damn it. This is my show. Ask me some questions. Let's play it. Let's do that. Ask a question. I will give you the best answer I possibly can. It can be about anything. I know about all kinds of stuff. Pretty much. All kinds of stuff. Or I can make stuff up about it. Today's my day to freeze. Okay, so the problem with the sparkly shirt, yeah, it kind of tuned out a little bit on my Turk shirt. One of them, yeah, I know. So the issue with it freezing. So yesterday or Monday, I broadcast at 720 and I cut it down to 30 frames per second. Today, I brought it back up to 1080p. Sometimes on phones you're gonna have problems, but I don't have it at 60 frames per second. So I didn't. So I need to drop it back down to 720, I think, to really get rid of it. But if you're watching on a phone, it's gonna happen. How can you show? Hey, can you show it with a 25? You know what? I can. The problem with it is, Dane, I can't get the goddamn thing apart. But what I can show, I'll show you what it looks like. I got the recurve right here. So let me just give you an idea here. I'm not going to screw it all the way down because I had a big problem getting it apart once I did that, and I don't want to have to deal with it again. So that's what it looks like with a 25 millimeter on it. So again, it's about a millimeter short, millimeter and a half. I think 26 and a half, 27, you're going to fit perfectly. That's with the 25 on it, Dane. Right there. So yeah, you have a little bit of underhang. Not really, not really something I'd want to tote around with me. At least I'd want it to be more comfortable. I believe this is 20. So this is. Oh no, it's a 25. That's a 25 as well. So yeah, so you need about a 26 millimeter, 26 and a half, really 27 to really be safe with it, would be my suggestion. I'll tell you, with me freezing so much, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome, Dan. Glad I could help you, man. Tony Jenkins. Erwin, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Halver, good to see you, man. Thank you for joining, brother. What is the proper angle of the dangle? Depends. The angle of my dangle is proportionate to the motion of the ocean. How does that saying go, Stan? Trying to trick me. I don't know that saying. I don't know. Here's a question. All right. Given the current state of the economy in Russia, do you feel China has become an economic communist power? And how will that affect global trade moving forward? Cite to support view. China what? Communists. They're communists over there? They got communists? Let me tell you, those communists, those guys, I'll tell you, they're always trying to change stuff. I don't know much. I mean, I get it. I remember a story about General MacArthur. You ever hear the story when he wanted to push past the 78th parallel or 67th parallel? He's like, let's just go straight into China and take it. I think it's interesting how China was a U.S. ally up until like the early 50s, right? I mean, up until late 40s, they were a U.S. ally. We had stationed there during World War II. You said ask anything. I did say that. But, I'll tell you, there's some really, I'm a big history guy in some respects. There's some really good movies on what happened to China during World War II and what the Japanese did to China and what the Japanese have done to China for years. And it's really not good. Really, really not good. That's why I don't think, I don't really consider China like a power. I don't think China's never won a war. They never have. And I just don't see them as like a national, like a world power. I don't, but maybe they are. Fuck, I don't know. Ah, yeah, Halber, I'm good, brother. Thank you, man. The intake dual. Okay, so speaking of the intake dual, glad you brought it up. I got it right here. Mike sent it to me. I just got it in. This is, okay, so I have the Ohana coming as well. So I had promised Johnny and Heavy that I would review the Ohana as soon as I got it. So, Mike, I'm going to probably move this one out to 2 weeks, and I'm going to do the Ohana next. Now, if I don't get the Ohana till like Monday or next day of next week, then I'll do the intake. I know you don't. I know it's not here or there. But I only do one review a week. So, I got to kind of schedule them out. But, yeah, so that's how that's going to work. Oh, when they supported North Koreans, we stopped being allies. Yeah, that makes sense. What is the unladen airspeed of a swallow? I don't know. Probably fast. Fast, Daddy. Swallows they're fast. They're fast. JTH, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Yeah, okay. So is it still stopping and starting? I think it's partly YouTube. I really do. It's almost like they have it in for my channel, and it's funny. I can tell when it's happening because like my viewers go down and go back up and go down and go back up because I think people just get frustrated and stop watching it. Weight with the battery. What's up, Grady? Herb Williams, how you doing, man? Weight with the batteries is so I didn't weigh it. It's got good weight to it though. Let's see. So it's about half the weight of this. If you have a top side, I would say it's about half the weight of that. But you got to remember, you got 10 milliliters of juice in this and 2 batteries. It's got significant weight to it. I'm going to tell you this right now. The button of it has significant weight, which I like. I like that. It's in your hand. It's got a good... as weird as this sounds, like I look at these as like fist packs. You know what a fist pack is? When you fucking smack somebody and you pack your hand with something like this, feels like the weight of a fist pack. Is what it feels like to me. I don't know the exact weight, but it feels significant. Good. It's better today, yeah, because I dropped it. I dropped the frame rate. Looks fine to me. Good, Texas. Until you said it was YouTube, right? Fucking YouTube. I tell you, they like. I think I'm on a blacklist because I get like no views from like anybody who doesn't know me. I'm never in any suggested views or anything. You can't find me if you just come on YouTube as like an account not subscribed. You'll never find me. Nick Thompson, what's up, brother? Boomer Center. Pretty scientific. You're right, Matt. Pretty scientific mass weight. Yeah. That's how I do it around here. I'm scientific. I'm very scientific. So I miss somebody else. Al Ben, what's up, Al? How you doing, man? Roll quarters is best fist pack, and it really is. That's a great fist pack. A lighter's a good fist pack too. Yeah. I've been smacked with a few of them. Oof. I think I got cut under my eye from a guy who got me good with when I was bleeding all over the fucking place. Steven Crowder, #1 blacklist, next is BlackCat, you're right. Weekend wisdom, yep. Boomer freaking Sooner. Buckeyes are rated #1 in the Big Ten. I had it on top chat this entire time. Let me put it on live chat. Did I miss anybody? Guess who was part of the glue gun army? Mark, did you just join the Patreon? Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. I'll tell you what, Mark, that part of the glue gun army in the Patreon, you will get a limited edition BlackCat white face shirt that I'll be sending out to you promptly. Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate it, Mark. That's awesome, brother. That is awesome. And I got a message from Holy Fiber. So I need to reply back to him, and we will be good. Should see him use the calipers, yeah. Calipers are a pain in my dick. I threw that thing away, I think. I can't find it. I didn't throw it away, but I can't find it. The, what is it called? What I call the micrometer? I can't fucking find it. That was one of the first reviews I ever did. I reviewed the Warrior. And if you can find it, it's the, I think call it I reviewed it next to the Goon, and I said it was the Goon Killer because I really like the Warrior, and yeah, that was a fucking debacle. One of the best shows I ever did. Got a lot of views. People were raging in chat. Yeah, I got to get some info from you, Mark. Your shirt size, address, all that good stuff. I'll send you a welcome package. I normally be a few weeks because I got to make the shirts and all that. Well, Veronica makes them. And it's like getting her to make them is tough. It's tough. She like, I don't have time. You have time. She has time. That's the only thing she does have is time. Holy Fiber is the bomb, brother. Holy Fiber is the fucking bomb. Let me tell you. I don't know. I got to find out where you guys can get it in the U.S. Like, I'm going to probably get some more of it, and I'm going to talk to the guy today and see if I can. It is phenomenal. You remember the Warrior review? Yeah, Warrior review was bad, Dane. Oh. I hadn't done a review. Okay. So if you've never done a live review, and this doesn't go for everybody because everybody's different. But if you've never done one, I think I was mistakenly thought it would be easier than it was. And it's not. It's not easy. It really, really isn't. To do it live, I think, is easier in a way and more difficult in a way. It's easier in a way because I don't have to edit the video. And that's what I really, really like. And I can just do it. And it seems more natural, I think. It's easier in that respect. But it's harder in a respect that if you say something or forget to say something, that you can't go back and edit it and then take out something you didn't mean to say or put in something. So you really have to get an idea of what you want to talk about before you hit the live button. And so a little bit more difficult in that respect. But with that one, oh my God. I was nervous. And I used to be, when I first started doing the reviews, I used to get nervous. And I don't get nervous on the show at all. I mean, you guys can probably tell, but I got nervous during them because I wanted to do a good job. I really, really did. I wanted people to be like, yeah, it's a good review. And I took it seriously. Like I really try. When you try at something, you know what I mean? You want to do good. And, and I didn't feel like I was doing very good. I remember going back and watching and being like, they're not very good. Like, it's like, watch that one. And then watch like a pro, like Mike. And I'm like, man, it's not even anywhere near his. Like, his is way better than mine. Or Mark. Watch Mark or Jay or somebody who's like really good at it, and I was like, ugh, I suck. And I think now I'm just more comfortable, and I'm just like, well, I just am what I am. Like, I'll never be as good as them at doing it, but I'm just more comfortable because I've just accepted that I'm not going to be that good. Which maybe and that's the whole thing about review. Like you watch a couple of reviews on a product, and maybe you get a couple points from one person, a couple points from another person that you like or don't like, and can help your buyer decision, your consumer decision. Oh, well, thank you, Dane. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I don't know. I felt it was bad. If you I don't know if I edited the chat out. I might have edited it because I might have edited the video, but the chat was fucking brutal. Oof. I must go and watch that video later. I think it's my highest watch video. I think it's my highest watch one. So, yeah. I don't have a whole lot of views on any of my videos. It's, like, pretty consistent, but not a whole... Like, none of my videos have, like, I don't know, 20, 30,000 views. I don't have any like that. Practice makes perfect, yeah. Own flow, which is important. Well, thank you. The honesty makes you so damn lovable. Well, thank you, Clint. I try to be honest about it. I'll be honest, and I talked to some people about this before. Some people with a lot more experience doing this than I do. And I just said, I don't like reviewing things I don't like. And I think that with only doing one review a week and with having other shows and other parts of the channel, that I can do that. I can do really to products that, you know, I guess not in a way that, you know, you need to tell somebody when it's a bad product. But if I'm reviewing something and it's my opinion it's bad, doesn't mean that it's bad. If I'm reviewing something and it's my opinion it's good, doesn't mean it's good. That's my opinion. So if I'm saying something, I don't like something, then that's my opinion. And if I decide that I don't want to give an opinion that's bad on something, that's my choice. So if there's enough things that I like, you know what I mean? I'm just going to review things I like, you know? So that's kind of how I think of it. If you have a product and you ask me if I've used it, I'll give you a fucking honest opinion of it. Does it mean it's right? No. Doesn't mean it's right. It's a lot more guys with a lot more experience than I do that can give you probably a better opinion, more accurate. But I'll give you my opinion, and if I like it, you know, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't like it, I'll tell you I don't like it. Oh, well, thank you, Tracy. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Sesh, what's up, Tommy? How you doing, brother? Love you, man. Thanks for joining. Best vape content on the YouTubes. Thanks, Herb. Lady Gaga of YouTubes. Square Wire Alien Days. Remember that, Matt? Yeah, man. It's been over a year ago. I'll tell you, man. Square Wire Aliens, and man, we really had a kick going for a while. I think a lot of people really started getting into them, and I hope people still do. I really do enjoy that Square Wire Aliens, man. I think they vape the best, and I don't really build anymore, which I may, you know, maybe I'll start building here a little bit, especially after flavors are gone. Maybe I'll have to turn into more of a building channel. I don't know. You know, I think with we're going to be kind of a dying breed, right? The hobbyist type vapors. Which is sad because it's a great community. It's a lot of fun. But I'll still be here. I'll still be doing it. Even when 10 people are watching, I'll still be here. At least as long as I can do it. So, really, about a year in, yeah. Yeah, I haven't built this year at all. And we're already in October. Well, no, I take that back. I built for the patrons the first 3 months. I built a lot for the patrons the first 3 months, but I haven't built since like April. I put it down, so it's like I'm not fucking doing it anymore. Four-core square wire, yeah, 0.3. 0.3 square wire nichrome, 4-core with 36 gauge nichrome wrap, all kidney puncher, 5 wraps on a 3 mil. Or you could do 4 wraps on a 3.5, and it was a fucking phenomenal mech build, man. The real mech build was the 0.4 square wire, 3-core, 4 wrap on a 3.5. Ohmed out to about a little under 1.1, and that was the mech. It was the mech build. That was my mech build. I vaped that for fucking ever. Yeah, 0.3 millimeter. That's what I always did. You know, Turk does his at 0.25, and I actually like those as well. 0.35 can be a little big, but I think with the 0.4 nichrome square wire, you got to go 0.3. You have to go. Stephen, hey, Stephen Garlington, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, you know, as the first person, I don't want to. I mean, other people had made square wire aliens before, but I was the first person to really kind of push it as being better than round wire aliens. But it's all personal preference. It's all personal preference, really. And it was just something I really like. Don! Coilum! What's up, Don? N80, yeah. I'm a nichrome guy. I like stainless, too. Not much into Canthol. And I got away from nichrome 90. I'm pretty much a nichrome 80 guy. But I'll tell you, one of the best builds I ever had was a 0.3 square wire, 4-core stainless steel, 4 wrap on a 3 mil jig. It was low. Dualed up, it was low. But it's called the Don's Firecracker, and that was one of the best builds I ever did. Single coil that, and in a single coil Addy I used that in that when I was really rocking. I rocked that Asmodus C4 for a while. I love that RDA. I love that RDA. And I rocked that for a long time, single coil. And I rocked that in there. And it was one of the best vapes I've ever had. To this day, hand to God. That fucking vape was phenomenal. It was one of those that, like, if somebody said they didn't like it, the C4 RDA, I'd be like, please contact me and let me see what I can do, because I'm telling you, you're missing out on how great this RDA is. And that was right before and then I got the Rebirth, and that Rebirth took over. After I got the Rebirth, I used that for fucking ever, man. And then the Jenna. And the Jenna's, I've been using the Jenna forever now, too. Jenna, I use that stainless steel build in the Jenna, too, and it takes it perfectly. The Firecracker, yep. The Bunker. I had the Bunker for a while. Yeah. I'll tell you, I fell in love with the C4 immediately. It was ugly. Remember how ugly? Mine was green. God, it was ugly. It was an ugly RDA. But as far as it performed and the flavor on it, I thought it was just phenomenal, man. And I would get people to be like, that RDA sucks. And I'd be like, dude, please talk to me about how you're using it, because I'm telling you, it's a great RDA. No, I didn't get... I just got the regular cap for the Jenna. I never got any of the upgrades. No. Oh, Topside took a shit. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, colors of Nichrome is great colored up. Get really, really nice purple on it. Stainless, too. Stainless burns a little faster than the Nichrome. So sometimes when you mix the alloys, you'll get your stainless will go back to just the regular alloy color. Stainless color, and your Nichrome will be nice and colored up. So it's really a trick to get them both colored. It's really a trick. You got to be. I was good at that. I was good at that. That was one thing I was good at coloring. Like, coloring coils was always. And I'll tell you, the secret to coloring coils is wash the fucking shit out of them. Get any kind of contaminant on it. Get it off there. Get it off. Wash it. Use good wire and wash the shit out of it. Kidney puncher works really well for that. Interlock for aliens are fucking the bomb. Herb. Yeah, you won it off me because nobody else wanted it. Yeah. Do you still vape it, Tracy? I hope so. I know you took good care of it. Toothbrush and Dawn soap. I use a oh god, what's that thing called? The thing that buzzes, cleans shit. I'm gonna call. Let's take care of that. How many? I got 2 more minutes. Like I'm going to do anything with this. I don't know why they page me at night. I probably shouldn't say it on camera. I'm going to work that immediately as soon as I get off here. 2 minutes. All right, guys, it has been a fantastic... Ultrasonic, thank you, Don. Okay, so it's been an awesome show. Thanks, everybody, for joining. I really, really appreciate and love each and every one of you. Tonight on the YouTube, you have Heavy Metal Vapor. Never heard of them. That is on at 9 o'clock. And then you have Golf Tea Vapes on at 10:30. I'll be in the chat of both shows. Hope to see you there. Have a fantastic night. We're off tomorrow. We're back in the hot tub on Friday. Not sure who the guest is yet, but it'll be somebody fantastic. I can assure you of that. Have a fantastic evening. I'm going to see you.